All right, everybody, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So we are going to have two videos in succession today. I just got cut off. I apologize. So continuing on, ask for help if you need it. You do have the support there to be able to ask for that help and get that support if needed. Okay, you control your destiny. You control it. Nobody else, which is another great point in regards to working on the job. The quote says here by Priyanka Chopra, I believe destiny and hard work go hand in hand. Very cool. You control your destiny. Business writer Francisco Marconi sees this as a variation on you're on your own. But the writer prefers to think of it as each of us being our own best advocate. You set your goals, you decide what's right for you, and you are the one who gets to make the bottom line decisions about your career or job. If you just drift along, letting everyone else define your career job, you can end up in a spot where you're unhappy about your job or regretful of chances you didn't take. So make sure that you're setting goals that will make you feel fulfilled and do everything you can to meet those milestones along the way. You guys can be your worst enemy or your best friend, right? You guys are in control of what happens to you in your life. So attending meetings to be able to job search, that's up to you guys, right? Making sure that you attend workshops that talk about different employability skills and things that you should focus on in your job, participating in those workshops, watching those workshops, that's up to you. Take the resources that we're giving you or don't. At the end of the day, guys, you hold the key to your success. We're only your helpers along the way, right? But at the end of the day, as long as you guys push and you search and you work hard at your job and you do everything you need to do to be successful in your job and you've done everything you need to do to be successful in your job search, at the end of the day, you will be successful because you are the ones that control your destiny, your situation. So, with that in mind, I have another question for you all. If you make a mistake, does that mean you have failed at your job? Okay? Let me know. You have 2 minutes, starting right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Excellent, guys. So, no, you don't fail. Okay? No, you don't. Because it's okay to make mistakes or even fail a task at a task sometimes. All right? So, let's discuss that a bit further. I think I'm going to make it to the end, everybody. All right. Failure is not the end. Okay? It is not the end of the world. It certainly doesn't feel great. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I thought I turned this off. It certainly doesn't feel great to fall short of expectations, yours or others. But sometimes failure is what you need to either A, teach a valuable lesson about how you're doing things, or B, helping you realize that you should be doing something else. Some of the most successful people have failed, and rather than let that define their jobs or careers, they took the painful lesson and moved forward. Even if you're fired, it's not necessarily the death of your career or job. There's always something to be learned in failure, which you can then apply toward being more successful in your career. So you weren't successful in a job and you got fired or fired from that position, that's okay. Let's look for something then where you are more suited, where the situation is probably better suited for you, right? Again, that falls into finding a job that you're happy at and that you can see yourself being good at, right? So a lot of you guys are in entry-level positions. These are positions that they train you how to do everything on the job. So even if you do make a mistake, guys, like I've said, and I'm saying it over and over and over again because I want you guys to remember, it's okay to make mistakes. We all make mistakes sometimes. You just got to take it with a grain of salt and push forward. If you're fired, you know what? That sucks. You may have made too big of a mistake at that work and, that results in you getting fired. That's okay. Learn from that mistake, grow from that mistake, and make sure you don't do that thing again that got you fired. Move forward, okay? Look towards your future. Look towards being successful. So, what about other interests? Other interests and hobbies in the workplace and outside of the workplace. Cultivate outside interest. So if you find yourself working long hours, sacrificing personal time to answer emails after hours, and basically living and breathing your job, that's a shortcut to burning out. All right? Outside of work, set aside time for hobbies and interests, things you enjoy doing. Doing things that are creative or give you an outlet can actually make you a better worker. You could be building creative or problem solving skills that might very well come in handy at work at some point. Or it might just relax you and give your brain some downtime so that you can come back to work happier and more refreshed and ready to tackle the issues of the day. So, I do have another question for you guys here. I didn't put it in a separate slide, but I do want to hear from you. What are some activities that you guys do outside of work or scheduled meetings? Okay? Let me know. You have a minute. Five, four, three, two, and one. Very cool, guys. It seems like you guys are involved in a lot of activities out in the community. usually when things are more open for sure. But you guys are still doing activities like walking and stuff like that. So that's really good. Things that will get your mind distracted, especially in our time, right? At this point in time, a lot of volunteering positions and all of that stuff is shut down. So you definitely want to keep your mind distracted. All right, let me hurry through. Don't have much time left yet again. So stress at work. Find a distressing method that works for you, okay? Whether it's 5 minutes of desk yoga, taking your break, or sitting outside for a bit, you will need a way to calm workday stresses at some point. Even if you love your job with a passion, which I do, it's important to have coping mechanisms in place for when things don't go 100% well, or when days are extra and extremely busy. It doesn't hurt to take a minute to step back and take a breath, especially when everything seems overwhelming on that day and it seems like a lot is going on. All right? What's another step for working on the job? Change it up. Move outside your zone sometimes. So doing things that are new or which you're not very good at yet can be scary. It's much easier to keep doing what you know and improving at things you're already familiar with. Sounds like a lot of you guys that I know. But what happens if the job you're really good at doing is eliminated? Or you find that you need new skills to move forward in your career or job. It's important to branch out and be good at different things, even if you don't plan to use them. For example, if you're great at putting carts away or stocking shelves, but lousy at counting cash, sign up for a basic math class or speak to your worker to get some marketplace practice, okay? Target those weak areas so that you can convert them into a strength. Practice makes perfect, right? So if we're not good at something, all we need to do is practice it a few times, and that will help us. Disconnect sometimes. Put the phone down. Shut off the iPad. Set up some screen-free time with your favorite people. Part of the reason people are more stressed than ever is that we're attached, often quite literally, to our devices. They won't leave our hands. Letting work encroach on downtime. Sometimes you need to take the active step of eliminating these distractions, and that requires saying no to technology every so often. It can also help at work as well by leaving your phone in your locker or a designated area, or you take the bus and don't pull out your phone on the way home. When I'm done for the day, guys, I shut my phone down, right? So unless it's an emergency or something is happening that you have no other support for, I am not answering the phone. And usually I'll check the text messages, of course, just to see that you're okay. But usually if someone's just calling me once, they'll leave a message and then I can get back to them on the next day. I have to shut down at the end of my day or else I just keep going. All right. So I have a little video for you guys. It's called the Mindfulness Network. Please watch and let me know how you feel about the clip afterwards.
In today's fast-paced business world, we're all asked to do more with less. Budgets get tighter and tighter, and performance and market expectations keep rising higher and higher. Employees today are more stressed than ever, often resulting in increased absenteeism, higher medical costs, and burnout, or even turnover of your best and brightest employees. Have you ever thought to yourself, there must be a better way? Or what can I do to help our employees be healthier, happier, and more productive, all at the same time? Here's an idea. First, take a deep breath. Now, let it out. And let us tell you about the benefits of mindfulness in the workplace. Have you heard that Google, Apple, Facebook, Ford, Nike, and General Mills are all offering mindfulness training to their employees? They've been doing it for years. Those in many other companies, both large and small, are reaping the benefits of healthier, happier employees who've learned that training their mind can lead to greater focus and productivity, less stress, more creativity, improved communications and teamwork, and increased work satisfaction and overall well-being. More than ever before, in study after study, the fields of neuroscience, positive psychology, and emotional intelligence are providing hard evidence of the tangible benefits of the practice of mindfulness. To learn how simple it is to introduce a mindfulness program within your company, just visit us at themindfulnessnetwork.com or contact us at info@themindfulnessnetwork.com. We look forward to working with you to create a healthier, happier, and more productive workplace.
All right. So I really like that video just because it talks about works promoting mindfulness in the workplace. Okay. Now we're pretty much out of time today, so I'm going to just jump to my last slide. And of course, I will ask you guys my question for following the video in our discussion following this workshop. Okay. So with that, we come to our final point for working on the job, references. All right. Never stop building your network. Meeting people in your job or following influential people on social media is one of the most important things you can do for long-term career health. You never know when opportunities might come through these folks, or when information you learned from them can come in handy. Plus, it's nice to have a support network, whether it's personal or professional. Think of it as professional gardening. Sometimes it can be tedious to water and fertilize your plants if you're not green thumb inclined. But if you stick with it, you have grown something that you can continue to appreciate and enjoy. So make sure you guys touch base with your references at least once a year, just to make sure that it's okay for them to still be your references. If you're feeling uncomfortable doing this or need some support in doing this, ask us one of your job coaches to help you with that task, because it is important to keep your network up. So to keep a network of people who can talk about your great work ethic, about the wonderful tasks that you completed for them at this job or at babysitting or whatever the case may be. Please, please, please make sure you keep up on your references. Okay, so with that, guys, see you on Thursday, and thank you for joining us for today's workshop. We are always happy to have you all participating with us every week. Please join us for the discussion afterwards. We are going to be talking right after this. Okay? And of course, like usual, join us for the next workshop on Tuesday at 11 a.m. I just want to mention again that we now have a YouTube page as well that has all of our workshops posted. They are the same videos we post here, but are accessible now to everyone in our program, especially for those clients who don't have Facebook. Okay? We would also like you all to start liking the videos after you've watched them. This is the best proof we have that you are all watching the videos that we post if you aren't joining us during the watch party. I will only be making this reminder at the end of every workshop, as those who watch to the end will know and remember to like the video. For those of you who have made previous arrangements with your staff about letting us know when you have watched the workshops, please continue to do what is planned for you specifically. Again, thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.